Okay guys, before we even get started, my number one man, Matt Freytag, and myself are about to start tackling out this super steep embankment. I'm gonna flip the camera around and show you guys what we're dealing with. One of my good friends, Misty Anderson, I met her in World Ventures all the way back in 2012. We've known each other for a long time now. She told me it's been her dream to have a waterfall going down this embankment and going down into a koi pond right here. But I mean, guys, look at what I'm dealing with. Look what Matt and I are up against. We've got to take all this out. I mean, look at this. I'll try to go over here so you guys can get a full shot. I mean, I want you guys to see, because I know for a fact once we're finished, it's going to be a crazy transformation. So get a good close look at that, guys. Go up here to where we're going to have the waterfall going all the way back up and starting somewhere approximately right here in this area. That will drop down towards their deck, and then as soon as they come out of that doorway right there, and also from inside all year long, they'll have views of all this, and I couldn't be more excited to begin. And guys, we're about to start the gist of it right here, carving out the basin of where the actual pond is going to go. We've got some large roots here, some backfill garbage from where the construction of this house was probably originally done. But guys, the two people for the job, you know it's us, and you know it's going to be perfect when we're finished. Stay tuned. pondartist.com. Check us out. Time to get creative. What you guys are looking at here is a brand new Bosch 11264 EVS. Let's see if this bad boy will run. Can't even hardly hold on to it. It's no chirp. No match for this. It goes right through this rock like it ain't nothing. That is definitely a beast, guys. The Bosch brand new 11264 EVS, hammer drills and actually drills as well. That's why I chose this model instead of just the jackhammer one. And guys, I can just go ahead and tell you I've been a Bosch fan and a Bosch user for years. This is definitely badass and definitely a piece of merchandise you want to get and add to your tool collection. So we've been out here since about 9:30 a.m. this morning. You remember that steep embankment? There's a major difference right now, and I'll also show you that that new Bosch drill that we've got. Man, that thing, as you can see, I mean, we couldn't get a machine back here. Even if I would have rented an excavator, we wouldn't have been able to get it up in here to work where we needed to work at. This deck and everything was in the way. So guys, we've been doing every bit of this by hand, and the only thing that we've used that is actually mechanically operating is that new drill. So check it out. Matt's not even hardly putting any pressure on that drill at all. He's not having to. That drill is a destructive machine. I mean, look at him. One-handed. It's effortless, guys. If you're ever in any hard digging situations like this dirt rock, I mean, this ain't Florida. I see all you Florida people out there digging in ponds, digging through your sand. Oh, watch me dig through my sand. It's so easy digging through sand. Come here and dig with us. Digging this mountain dirt, baby. Solid rock. Look how much we've taken out of this embankment so far. Good God Almighty. Cannot wait. Cannot wait. It's going to be so awesome. Stump right here. Right there. We had to beat this stump out of here, or this root systematic. God, this was huge. What are you fighting there, Freytag?
Big old log.
Oh, big old log? You ain't used to handling that? Guys, look at that big old log that he's talking about, that he ain't used to handling. Hell, I ain't used to handling it either. Good night. We probably spent the past hour and a half just dealing, trying to get with this sucker out of here. Here we are, baby. Day 3. Getting ready to show you guys what we've been working on and the progress that's been made. The waterfall return is going to start right up there. It will come out, go right in front of that tree, drop down, drop down. We're going to have a major drop going into the koi pond. We'll try to go over here and give you guys kind of a side angle. Whoa! About tripped over all these rocks. And everything you guys see has been dug just by using hand tools by Matt Freytag there and myself and our friend Patrick Bold over here, who's Misty's husband. He's working his butt off getting all these pavers put up here, building these retaining walls. And I'll try to walk up this waterfall real quick and show all you guys maybe a better view, get a better understanding of how all this is going to go. So, as you know, we had the Vermeer CTX 100 here earlier today. My friend Justin Watson helped bring all this heavy rock up here that we could hopefully get in place now that it's up here. I've already got places dug out for it. The waterfall return will be there. There'll be a huge boulder there in front of that. We'll be using a lot of these flatter pieces making our falls. Of course, there'll be landscaping and trees and everything once it's all finished. This rock right here is huge. I don't know if I can, look at this, guys. I mean, it is huge, and I'm going to try to get that set right down here, guys. I mean, just want to show everyone before we left here, day 3. I mean, day 1, when we left, the ground was still level with the dirt right here because we had to cut that far back into the bank. I mean, look there. Matt, how tall are you?
About 5'6".
That back of that wall is taller than your head right now. I don't know if I can get it in the shot to show people. Look at that. So Matt's 5'6", and that wall is taller than him. So we've dug down into that ground nearly 6 feet deep into that embankment by hand. Stay tuned, guys. This is going to blow every single person watching away. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be one of the most awesome waterfalls and pond setups you guys are going to see. If you guys would like to have a pond and waterfall in your backyard, come visit us online at pondartist.com. We'll set up a consultation and we'll see what kind of magic you and I can come up with to do right there in your backyard as well. The pond is going to start about right here. Of course, as you can tell, it's going to go right around through there. The water height's going to be just around the height of these blocks right here, maybe just below that. Got all kinds of killer shapes for Patrick and Misty in here that they're going to get to enjoy watching their fish swim through. Got big holes cut out of there for that boulder to set down inside. Man, this waterfall is going to be moving some serious water, guys. The neighbors are going to hear this waterfall. I mean, I can't wait. There's no telling how many people are going to be coming up and down this street. They're going to be able to see this from both sides of this house, and they are going to trip out. And you guys know where you can get it at. pondartist.com. We're down here putting rock in the pond right now, and I want to show you guys what we're wrestling with. Oh my goodness. Look at the size of that rock right there. Bigger than that. And we're wanting to get that rock as the faceplate, you know, going up the back of that. So this would be like the front of it here. So you're going to be looking at that kind of right there. Water's going to be falling down over top of it, excuse me. And we've been stacking the rock in here, getting our foundation good and solid. Anytime we're stacking ponds, guys, you got to think kids are going to be getting here playing. You want to make sure that you can just walk up and out everything. And that's not even got everything backfilled around it yet. When I get everything backfilled, this will be like as solid as walking up any set of steps that you walk up. Skimmer's going to be over there, be returned up to the waterfalls up top. Coming down, we got to get back to the rock work, guys. We got all this rock here and a big bag of all this river rock here to go back for the backfill. Check this out real fast though, man. I'm going to top everything off and go back through with this Indian Creek river rock. Here's some of it right here. Wait until the sun and water cleans all this up and the sunlight shows all the colors. Wow. Going to be great, guys. Still got 2 big pallets of rock here to use. And all the big boulders, of course, that Justin brought up there with the Vermeer CTX 100 the other day. So stay tuned, guys. I'll give you another progress shot here in a little bit. There's a nice one right here. You gotta watch getting these rocks, man. Every time you get one, all those other ones are wanting to fall down on top of you, so definitely watch your fingers. That weighs easy over 100 pounds. Really gotta watch your footing too. Now, see, what I like to be clear about for people that don't know how to stack rock. You get somebody, start looking around your neighborhoods when you see water features. You can always tell a rookie when it looks like that rock was laid just kind of like some pavers or something that you bought. They try to lay them all on the flat side. Guys, if you want natural looking ponds, you want it to look like we just went up in the mountains and scooped it out of the mountains and brought it and put it in your yard. You got to turn these rocks up on their sides, on their tops, on their points, whichever way you can turn them to make it the most natural looking ecosystem as possible once finished. So you also got to make sure that they're always secure and you can walk up them as firmly as you could a set of steps. So this thing here should go awesome. Right here. So then once you get the rock set down in place, still not finished, you got to come down here and see how loose this is right now. We want to turn this thing to get it wedged in here into position. And then I'll go back. Hang on just 1 second now. We take this smaller grade river rock, come back and fill in all these gaps. Then work them in amongst each rock, not only for visual aesthetics, but also for the securement and placement of the rocks. So once again, once you're finished, you can just step up them just like a set of steps, guys. Stay tuned, there's more to come. And when you're doing projects, completely custom, one-of-a-kind creations, you run into shit like this. Look at this, what we got going on right now. You ain't gonna believe it. You are gonna lean it first. Come on. Or we get something broke. Better get a little smarter before we break our arms. Ready?
Yeah.
Hang on, let me get a little slack out of it now for us. Alright, now. Before we get it set, guys, here it comes.
There we go.
That's it.
That's how you used to come along.
Yeah, I'll work with that. We'll work with that, guys. Okay. This is what you hire us for, guys. When you want perfection, pondartist.com. If you want a pond to look like some local Joe Blow up the street come did it for enough beer money to get him through the weekend, go ahead and call Joe. All right, guys, so as I've been telling all you, I want it to be that whenever you step inside here, you can walk up and down any one of these things just as strong and sturdy as you could a set of steps in your house. So, as you can see, I don't want any chances of anyone falling if they were to want to come climb over all this stuff. So, we can walk over here, and this one here is the one that gave us such a time today. And check this out, though. Look at that, guys. And with that, I'm going to call it a week, and we'll see all of you next week as we get back to work on this amazing waterfalls and koi pond project for Misty. Guys, we're up here in these woods right now, getting the come along attached to that tree, getting ready to set the last of these large boulders. We've got, how many more left to set? 2? We've got this one right here. He just farted. We got that boulder right there on that rock cart ready. Matt Freytag. If you heard that little toot toot, that come in that little butt right there. So we're getting ready to put one of these large boulders right here. We've got another one set for right there, and then that will be the last of the large boulders. One nearly got away from me earlier, pushed me all the way down this hill. It was actually that one right there. We had to come along it back up to this point, put it over there. If we get this job finished without anyone getting seriously hurt, we will be doing good. Guys, we're all 3 starving to death, and we're about to head to Nick's Deli up here in Hickson, Tennessee to get one of the best sandwiches in Chattanooga, and we will be back with you guys shortly. Hey guys, I'm going to give you guys all a real fast run through of what we just got finished today before we leave. Really excited because we got all these huge boulders set, all these huge flat pieces set. So now from here on out, it should be a walk in the park. We had no business messing with these rocks, guys. I'm sure a lot of you have been watching these videos saying, what in the world are those boys thinking? Well, we've been wondering the same thing. So let me just flip it around real quick before we head back to Cleveland. Show all you guys what we got finished for today. We went ahead and got all these other mountain stone laid out to start stacking tomorrow. Today we've got this boulder set. Of course, we already had that one. There's another large boulder there. That boulder up there was set today. That one, we got that one. That was the one that about killed me yesterday. And we put a big flat one back there in the ground to kind of, so as you're looking back there, you've got that big, I don't know what that was. It just blurred across the screen, but yeah. That rock up there, I like having that as the backdrop. We went ahead and cut in. That embankment was still really steep coming in through there, but I cut that in, that big level one there, placed that one on top of that one. I really like how we dug this in up here. And we went ahead and started foaming underneath some of these rocks here and doing the backfill. Whenever you get all these set, guys, you want to come back and foam around the bottom edges of your rocks. You don't want any water going underneath the rocks or to the sides of the rocks. Of course, you want this water to build up and go over the top of the rocks to make it look as natural as possible. Kind of see there, let me try to see if I can get you guys one final shot of how, look at that, guys. I don't know how many other certified CAC aquascape contractors 11 by 16 ponds look like this. But this is the biggest 11 by 16 pond kit I have ever seen. Stay tuned, guys. It's going to be really crazy here in another day or so. I can't wait for this thing to come to life. It's going to blow every single one of you away. And I almost tumbled down this embankment. And to end this day, visit us at pondartist.com. I wasn't going to do a video before we left today because I really wanted to get everything finished. And we still got to come back Monday to finish up the edge work going around the pond. Hopefully Misty and Patrick will have some plants here and we can soften all the edges up. But let me turn the camera around real quick, guys, and show all of you how much flow is coming down these waterfalls out of this upgraded pump that I got. I'm blown away. Check. Holy crap. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Man. Getting all this mulch and everything laid down around this pond. Patrick and I just got back from Lowe's. Check it out, got some awesome plants picked out. Got some blue junipers. Got some sea of gold juniper right here. This plant's going to actually get about 3 feet high, about 4 feet wide. Whereas, guys, this will only get about 4 inches tall, but it will take up an 8 feet wide piece of space. This grass that you see is going to be beautiful coming in. That's going to fill up about 4 feet by 4 feet right here. We're going to put another piece of that same grass right up there, soften up that retaining wall. We'll put another one of those blue junipers there. Same thing, 4 inches tall, 8 feet wide. Got all kinds of rock that I brought out of this rock that you see here. This rock came out of my personal collection this morning. Matt Freytag and myself handpicked all of that. Then before we left, we went down in the woods behind my house. Check out this. I had this set aside for a special occasion. Well, baby, this just happens to be that occasion. I'm gifting it to Patrick and Misty. Best about called you Patrick. And that's how the day's going, baby. Stay tuned. We'll get this thing finished up. You ain't gonna believe it. Woo! I don't know if we're ever going to get it finished or not, but we just finished planting over 41 plants. Matt's up here right now trying to get all the lighting in place. I'll flip the camera around real quick because I gotta finish hiding this liner, and once we finish that, we'll be completely finished with this job. So check out all the plants going around the pond, guys. Just wait until all that starts growing in. There's some of that driftwood that I brought today. Put another piece right over here. We still got to mulch all that. Been mulching up in here. Got a mulch over here to the left. Finish hiding that liner that you see around the edges. And guys, we'll be finished up. Stay tuned. Well, we've worked our butts off today. It's almost 9 p.m. It's about to be dark out here. And we're going to have to call it quits because I ran out of pond foam. I got about 2 places right here on the liner that I got to finish. We're gonna drive all the way back down here tomorrow and finish it up. On a positive note, wait until you see how badass this shit is. Look at this. Got Freytag down there working on the lights. Got to finish hiding the liner right through there. Finish hiding the liner right there. I think I may have a piece of liner showing right up here I got to finish. I may go take a trip through the woods tomorrow and see if I can find a few more pieces of wood that I really like. Oh my God, guys. What do you think, Patrick?
I love it. I love you guys.
Oh man, I love it too, man. I was just telling him guys a second ago, I was over here ranting and raving, and I looked at it from over here. Look at this, guys. I was just standing over here getting my tools together. Look at that. Wow. Don't know if any of you guys remember what that looked like before we started. Now, she told me it's been her dream to have a waterfall going down this embankment and going down into a koi pond right here. But I mean, guys, look at what I'm dealing with. Look what Matt and I are up against. We've got to take all this out. I mean, look at this. I'll try to go over here so you guys can get a full shot. I mean, I want you guys to see, because I know for a fact once we're finished, it's going to be a crazy transformation. So get a good close look at that, guys. I know it looks awesome. Love the mulch, love the plants, love everything, but running out of friggin' foam. God almighty. Stay tuned. Matt's over there now just trying to finish getting the lights going before we head out today. We put one underwater down there for the time being. We've got one over here to the right shining up towards the waterfall. Look at the shadows that thing's casting, guys. That thing looks awesome. Got the third light over there to the left shining up. Wow. Wish I could just back up to get you guys more of a shot here. Look at this. That's what we do, guys. That's what we do. That's why you hire us. That's why you go to pondartist.com, set up your consultation, and you'll find out for yourself why so many people for so many years choose to do business with Tanner Flowers. I'm out. Hey guys, Tanner Flowers here with the Pond Artist. We're just now finishing up this amazing brand new waterfalls and pond project for my friends Patrick and Misty up here in Hickson, Tennessee. I'm going to flip the camera around now and give every single one of you a full tour of this bad boy, and you're not going to believe your eyes. So as most of you know, whenever we started this project, this entire embankment was just a straight slope, and Patrick had began putting these retaining walls in place throughout this area, trying to do something with it. But let me just go ahead and insert some before pictures now. Hard to believe, isn't it, guys? Look at that. From what we started with to what it's become. Oh man, and I love the piece of driftwood that we brought yesterday from my house. This ground, guys, was solid rock, and Matt and myself and Patrick, we dug every single bit of it with shovels and picks, and of course my new Bosch drill did help us in a few precarious situations, but needless to say, we had no machine assisting us with digging. We had no machine assisting us with these boulders being set in place. All of these larger stones that you see here, all the big stuff, all had to be put in place one at a time with a come along that we either had attached to that tree or a couple other trees depending on the area that we were going to. What you're looking at here is large river rock boulders. That is mountain stone. We've got backfilled river rock, and we've got a backfilled small grade of the Indian Creek river rock, and the water is now starting to clear up. You may notice that there's a board or two missing on this deck. That's because when we started this project, this deck stopped more or less right here, and then there was an ugly row of center blocks that showed all the way down right here where there's a retaining wall under here. So Matt had the bright idea to cut that, extend those joists, and now this, let me try to go around here and show you. This extends out nearly like a dock at the river. Check that out, guys. See if I can come down here and show you. See Matt put that new faceplate? They've still got to put the last 2 boards in place. But as you know, guys, if you ever need any decks done, or if you need a dock, or if you need a hardscape, you know we can do any of that stuff. And as this water flows into here from these waterfalls, you'll notice it starts rippling and making its way over to the skimmer. Notice that we just turned this water on just a few minutes ago. Still got a little bit of mulch falling in where I was just dressing up these edges, but nearly every single bit of that has already made its way to the skimmer and being caught into the filter net. Let me try to put the camera right here, guys, and show all of you a close-up and let you hear this sound. Listen to this, guys. How would you like to walk out your back door and get to listen to this every day? Well, you can, and all you've got to do is hit me up at 423-503-0512, and we can create a masterpiece in your backyard, just like I've been creating for homeowners since 2005. You're looking at the reason why so many people choose to do business with Tanner Flowers. I don't know how to cut any corners, guys. Anything that I ever decide to attach my name to, we make sure we give it 110%. I'm not 100% happy with the way we're leaving this right here at this very moment, but let me go ahead and let all of you know that there's going to be some Japanese maples planted right here very soon. I'm getting ready to take Misty and Patrick with me to the Japanese Maple King, Mr. Ralph Summers in Cleveland, Tennessee, and we are going to handpick some beautiful specimens to be planted right here, and that will hide every single bit of that. So you will not be able to see any of that once we get those trees planted. We'll just make our way slowly down this side of the pond. Wow. Most every single one of these rocks that you see along these edges all had to be dug in place. So they are all sitting inside their own holes for securement and safety. I gotta watch my foot on this deck. If any of you seen last night's video, you got to see a small dose of the lighting Matt got installed. One light is shooting up that way, the other light is shooting up that way. We have a light down inside the pond as well. I want to appreciate, I want to say thank you, and that I appreciate all of you that have been tuning into this project. It's been a lot of work, guys. This is 11.5 days it took Matt and I on this project. Should have had a bigger crew out here helping us. Should have had a couple machines, but guys, we committed to it. We thought we could handle it, and by God, we did handle it. And we handled it exceptionally, if you don't mind me saying. I'm blown away with how it turned out. I appreciate Misty and Patrick giving us this opportunity to wow everybody. And guys, visit us online at parnartist.com, and I'll guarantee you, I'll wow you just the same. And what a lot of people fail to recognize is, you know, they only think about, you know, a lot of people be like, I just want to put a pond back here in this spot. I want to put it over here in this spot. And you got to think about, guys, where do you spend the most time at? Where do you entertain guests at? But not only that, where is it going to have the best view that you can enjoy year-round from inside your house? Hold on just one second and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. So standing inside Patrick and Misty's kitchen here, I mean, we're looking through their back door. Look at that, guys. So sitting here, getting to eat dinner every day, they're going to be able to look outside. Of course, when they open their curtain, they're going to be able to see that. And then right here at the kitchen sink, guys, look. So anytime they're doing dishes or whatever they've got to do, cooking, you know, right here at the, I'm right here at the stove right now. They're going to be able to look over to the right. They're going to see this year round, guys. The last thing you want to do is go spend a bunch of money with me and have me build a water feature for you, and you're only going to get to enjoy it, you know, a couple months out of the year. For one, I'm going to do my best to not allow that to happen, because I want you to enjoy what you've spent your money on, guys. I want you to really be happy that you spent the money to get something that hopefully that you've been wanting to have your entire life. Misty said this is something she's dreamed about since she was a child, and I'm glad that we've been able to fulfill her dreams. Couldn't have done it without that guy right there, Patrick Bolt, Misty's husband. Couldn't have done it without the old Matt Freytag down there taking it easy. What are you doing down there? What you got going on? And make an Instagram post. There we go. So couldn't have done it without those guys. So stay tuned, guys. You know there's a lot more projects coming soon. I've got ponds and waterfalls lined up out the butt. And you're not going to believe them when we get them finished, because every single one of them is going to be a complete Tanner Flowers project. And you know how them Tanner Flowers projects turn out, baby. Woo!